Hey cats, what's happening? Another beautiful day for us and cool weather. Great time to ride. You may or may have noticed when I ride my choice of footwear. And I've complained about it before. I don't know why it bothers me when I see bikers wearing tennis shoes. Uh, but still, on that same argument, I don't have a lot of ground to stand on because a lot of times I'll wear these. These are Merrells, and the main reason that I wear them is for walking because they're walking shoes. They're very comfortable. You can walk all day in them, and your feet will be perfectly fine. Whereas wearing a riding boot, maybe not so much. Women really like their shoes, and my V, she was not much different in the case that she loved her shoes, and she had a ton of them. In her closet, she had the floor, and these two bottom shelves were just lined solid with shoes. And I've donated those. I boxed them all up and donated them. Took them to the hospice store. As you can see, I haven't even started to get rid of her clothes yet in here. And it's not that I am hanging on to them, that I don't want to get rid of them. But the biggest thing is it's just the time involved. And I'd rather be out riding and doing stuff that I enjoy rather than folding women's clothes and bagging them up and then having to haul them. And I'll do that. I'll have plenty of time this winter to deal with that. But I did already take care of the shoes. Back in the day, I used to like my cowboy boots. And I had this black pair of cowboy boots. And I have worn them out pretty much. You'll see the heels are ready to be replaced again. This one's already worn into the heel. And I've had them resoled twice. I had worn these on the bike before, but as you see, they do have a rubber sole, but they're smooth, so they tend to really slip on any kind of greasy pavement. So, although maybe the look is there, like, oh, those are cool looking, they weren't practical for being on the bike. They were not the most comfortable shoe to wear, especially because of the higher heels. They have the Western heel on them, which is preferred by some. A lot of boots nowadays have the shorter, call it the roper heel. My problem is putting boots on and off. My foot doesn't slide into them very easily at all. When I try to put the boot on, it hits right here on the top of my foot, and my heel can't slide into the boot. So I've tried on all kinds of boots, the Ariats and the Justins and all of those, Western style boots, thinking, that might be a good boot to ride with. Depending on the boot you pick, they do have a more aggressive tread for grip on the road. But I've never found one that fit. Now, back in the day, I have also had these Chippewa boots. And, they have like these Velcro straps that buckle up. And the whole top of them Velcros, they open up. So they're easy to get on and off. I didn't have to try to, slip them on and have the top of my foot catch here and my heel be stuck up here somewhere. They went on and off real easy. The problem with this pair of boots is they're okay for riding as long as you stay on the bike. But if you have to walk in them for any length of time, anytime, you're going to know it right away. There's like this panel here tends to dig into the top of my foot and makes my feet very sore. So as you can see, they do have a lot of wear and tear on them. I have worn them a lot. They still have a pretty good sole on them. But yeah, as you can tell, I haven't done a lot of walking with them. They've just been strictly for riding. So those are done. I'm not going to wear those any longer. I do have a couple other pair of riding boots. I've got these, which you can see they're pretty dusty, so I haven't worn those a whole lot. But these are far more comfortable, and I have worn these too. They got a nice tread on them, so they're good to ride with. But I tend to see these as more of a dress boot, you know. I mean, I do keep them polished up. I haven't polished them from the last time I rode, so they're a little filthy. But, you know, when I was in Rolling Thunder, those were my dress boots, along with these. These ones aren't so much comfortable, and these are actually Harley-Davidson brand. You know, they do still have a good sole on them. And I did wear them, but I found that these were actually quite a bit more comfortable. These are Cabela's Gore-Tex. So they're waterproof, you know, good for riding in the rain and stuff. These I probably bought at Easy Riders show or something one year, and thought it might be a good idea, but Harley-Davidson let me down with those. These aren't riding boots at all. These are my work boots, but these are Muck brand, Muck boots. I have the tops folded down because they go up almost to your knee, but they're waterproof. The Muck Boot Company. I don't know where I got them, probably Cabela's or something like that, but those are super comfortable. I can walk in those for hours. My feet are fine, my feet are comfortable, my feet are dry. They have good cushion and completely, well, I mean, you can walk in water almost up to your knees and your feet will stay dry with those. Another pair of boots that I have are these hikers. And these are also bought at Cabela's. They're made in Germany. And they're just pretty much made for hardcore hiking. They got a really aggressive sole on them. Great support. And I wore these at work quite a bit because I did a lot of hiking, rugged areas. They're waterproof too. But the last time I wore them, I went on a 6-mile hike with my friend Buzz, and I don't think I had them laced up tight enough, and my toe kept, you know, hitting up on the end of the boot. You really need to keep these laced up pretty tight if you're going to hike that kind of distance with them, and I failed to do that. And bottom line is I ended up losing both of my big toenails. And it took over a year for those things to grow back. It was horrible. So I've been afraid to wear those anymore. And really, I don't, you know, have to go to work anymore. So I don't have a job that requires me to have aggressive footwear to do a lot of hike. I mean, I built them, or I didn't build it, but one of my projects was the Hampton Hills mountain bike trail, about 17 miles of mountain bike trails. And I had a crew working back in there every day. So I always had to hike back in there and, you know, just to catch up with the crew and see how they were doing and talk to them about what their progress was and what they planned on doing. So I did a lot of hiking, and those Cabela's hikers were, they served the purpose for that. But that 6-mile hike, that did me in. Now, I wanted a good pair of boots again for a long time, and I've been to the different boot stores and tried on, like I said, the Ariats, the Justins, all the different brands that are out there. The Western style boots, and I was looking, of course, for the shorter roper style heel, but a nice aggressive tread on them too that I could use for riding on the bike. But unfortunately, in my size, I could not get those boots to slip onto my foot. The way my foot is designed, it will not easily slip into a boot. I would really have to yank and tug and force my foot into that boot, and then I'd play heck trying to get my foot out of there again. I'd almost have to have somebody, I'd have to sit down and have somebody yanking on that boot to pull it off of my foot. And I don't want that, especially with my back at my age. I can't deal with that kind of pain. So I really had been looking around for a long time. And my one brother, number 3 brother, I'm number 1, the oldest, so he's number 3 out of 5 of us. He recently retired. He's been a family practice doctor, and he recently retired just within the last week or so. But he had some pictures of him that I saw that he was, sending selfies and stuff. And I noticed in one of the pictures he was wearing some really cool boots. And so I asked him, I said, I really like those boots you're wearing. What are those? And he told me what they were and told me that he bought them online and that he loved them, that they were super comfortable. And the best feature about them, they had a zipper on the side so you didn't have to squish your foot into there, because he had the same problem that I did. So he gave me the website, and I went on the website and I began to look at boots, and I was really impressed. And I thought, wow, I want a pair of these boots, but they were expensive. They're a little more expensive than just a pair of Ariats or something like that. So I've been saving up for a while, and today the package arrived finally. Yeah, I pulled the trigger and I ordered them a while ago, maybe over a week ago. And Merry Christmas to me, Happy Birthday, whatever. I got my boots. So Tacovas, made in Texas by hand. So what's it say? We'll always shoot you straight. Quality Western boots. So I haven't tried these on. I haven't opened the box yet. I thought I'd wait for you guys so you could join me in this pleasure. And I just pray these things are going to fit my feet. So let's see. I think it opens this way. Congrats on your new pair of Tacovas. We hope they fit great and that you enjoy them for years and years. Inside this box, you'll find an envelope that tells you how they should fit, how to care for them, how to return them should you need to swap for another size, and be sure to try them on carpet first so the soles don't get scuffed up until you know they're yours to keep. Holler at if we can help you. We always love talking about your boots. Team Tacovas. Well, let's see what these look like. Oh boy. These are like almost like a suede. They do have a rubber sole. And they have the zipper on the side. So I will be trying those on. I didn't expect them to be so much suede, because the picture, see how the toes are kind of like more smooth? That's what the picture showed. But these are predominantly, there's a little bit of smooth on the back there. I guess buffed, but most of them are suede. Now that's fine, because on my bike for riding, I don't use my toe for shifting up. I have a rocker shift lever on my Harley. So I kick back with my heel to shift up. So I won't be scuffing up the top of these with my shifter lever. But let me try these on, see how they fit. I'll take them over here to the carpet. put a big wad of paper down in the toe there. Alright, we'll unzip all the way down. You can see that. Takova's, handmade in Leon, Mexico. Leather upper, leather or rubber sole, your choice. Well, I chose the rubber sole. I pray these things fit. I don't want to have to go back again. Well, slip right on easy enough. Zip it up. Those are very comfortable. Very roomy. A nice dress boot or casual. I really like. I'm keeping them. Cool. Let me put the other one on. Oh yeah. I am liking those. I'm liking those a lot. They are very cool. Very cool. Very roomy. I got extra wide, so I've got, not squeezed up here in the foot. I got plenty of space up there in the toe. I like the, kind of, it's not a real sharp, but it's a pointier toe. And it's got what they call the roper heel, the shorter heel. The zippers make them really easy to get on and off. And I'm just so tickled with them. Very cool. Very nice. Oh, that's a hot fire. Just kind of reaping the benefits of the summer. It's kind of a conglomeration of everything I put in there through the summer, picking up sticks in the yard, the old front steps to the porch. So we're having a campfire tonight, or a bonfire. It's kind of a cool evening, but boy, that thing's pumping out some serious heat.